At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. At last.
Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to today's episode. We have Jen Bautista on the podcast today, which I'm really excited about. It's lovely to have you on. Jen is a phenomenal singer, and we're going to talk more about her singing career very shortly. But first of all, how are you, Jen? How's things?
Hey, Warren. So it's so surreal. Like you said before, like it's so surreal to finally meet you. I know we're friends on Facebook, and we have so many common friends,
Yeah,
and we almost worked together
we did.
once upon a time, but we
Yeah.
never really met until today. And this is so cool.
Yeah, it's very bizarre, very bizarre. Yeah, we were going to we were close to doing a corporate role play job. For those that don't know what that is, it's where an actor goes into a corporate institution and plays various characters, and then there's an
Yeah.
element of training around different issues and subjects,
Yeah.
and it's super fun. But yeah, I really enjoy doing that. Actually, I was doing one of those yesterday. It was about mental health, which maybe we'll talk about a bit later as well, because that's quite a big thing at the moment, particularly with
Oh,
everything
yeah.
that's happened in 2020. And yeah, but before we do all of that, before we get into any heavy stuff, so Jen, where are you right now? Where, for our audience, where are you based at the moment?
I am based in Hong Kong, and yeah, I've been working and living here since 2009.
Okay, 2009. Wow. And you, okay, that's quite a long time. So do you consider Hong
Mhm.
Kong home now? Is that where you plan to be for the foreseeable future, or?
Yeah, you know what? I've always found, like, as soon as I landed in Hong Kong, I felt like a home feeling. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you
Yeah.
just know, even though I just came out of the airport. Of course, it was back in 2009. But then as soon as I stepped out of the airport, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna stay here for a long time. I don't know
Yeah.
why I know that, but I knew, and true enough, you know. But then because of everything that is happening, not just in Hong Kong, but around the world, so we can't really, everything's so uncertain, right? Up in the air. So I don't know how long I'm going to be in Hong Kong for, but definitely this is my second home. My first home being the Philippines, of course.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
where in the Philippines are you from?
Oh, I'm from Cavite, so that's just 30 minutes away from Manila, which is the capital. So
Okay.
yeah, that's where my mom and dad live, and my brothers as well.
Cool. Nice. So before Hong Kong, were you in the Philippines, or were you somewhere else? Did you move from the
Yeah, so
Philippines to Hong Kong?
yes. So I was born and raised in the Philippines. And after uni, I kind of decided I want to be a singer. So I pursued a career in singing in the Philippines. But yeah, on and off, kind of would find some opportunities, but then things don't really work out so well. And then there was an audition for Hong Kong Disneyland.
Okay.
To be a vocalist at Hong Kong Disneyland. And then I showed up, and that's really funny story of how I kind of messed up my audition. My singing was pretty great. It went smoothly.
Yeah.
But then I had no idea that there was going to be a dance portion for the vocalist audition too, because I'm like, this is a vocalist audition, why do I have to dance, right? But then apparently, because it's musical theater, so yes, you have to dance. But I was caught totally off guard. I did not know, so I was just but I know dance. So
Oh gosh, I can feel your pain, Jen. I had a very similar experience. I'm trying to recall the show now, but I used to live in London many years ago, and I used to go for a series of West End musicals. I can I can sing okay. I'm not bad. But but the dancing, I've always considered myself like an actor that can move. I don't really know what that really means.
No, exactly.
But I remember my agent called me and they were like, oh yeah, so I've got this great audition for you. I think it was for We Will Rock You actually. And it's you'll go in, you'll do you'll sing a bit and that'll be it really. And your look is perfect for the character and blah blah blah. And I got there. There was all sorts of people, like women, guys, stretching, all in leotards, practicing their rond de jambes and pas de bourrées and all of that. And I was looking around, I was like, I'm not getting a singing feeling here. This feels very much like someone we're going to have to do some dancing. And like within 2 minutes, the dance captain was sort of like, right, okay, into lines, and you're going to do some dancing now for 3 minutes here, and then I want to see this, and high kicks and splits, and I was like, oh no. And it was the first thing we did.
Oh
and,
no!
It was painful. I kind of hid it. I think I hid in the back of the room. I was sort of like, hopefully they won't see me. But then they always do this where they make the person at the back come forwards, and so I ended up being right at the front for a good 10 minutes. And
oh no!
It was painful.
Yeah, I had to do my dance audition. Like they did it in groups. So I was like, okay, I'm going to hide in the back. So that was pretty okay because I'm small. So I was pretty okay. I felt fine. But then they said, okay, well, now we're going to do it in twos. And I'm like, no, totally messed it up. I was like, it's a miracle that I got the job in the end, because they called me and they're like, oh, we'd like to offer you this job as a vocalist in Hong Kong Disney. I'm like, what? That was incredible. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Your singing must have been really on point, which is I suppose that was the job, right? It was to be a vocalist. Yeah. I wonder why they asked you to dance, but yeah. Because
there are some dancing parts in the show too, but my main role was to be a singer, to sing the specifically the theme song of Tarzan, which is called Son of Man. So there you go. Nice. Yeah.
So how did you get on with the dancing element then in the end? If you had to do some dancing, was it okay? Did you handle it all right? Or?
Well, see, the thing with auditions, right? The choreographer will teach you the steps. Like maybe it'll be really kind of her or him to do it 3 times to show you the steps. That will be the kindest. And then you're on your own and you have to remember all the routine, and that's it, right? Yeah. And then you're competing with all these people who seem like they all look so professional at it, and they've been doing it, like you said, with the pas de bourrées and the stretching and all that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then so I messed it up because I was nervous and everything, right? But then when I did get the job, they did give us 2 weeks to learn the routine for the whole show. And also if you need more help, like if you need to learn the routine again and again, they'll help you out, right? Yeah, but in auditions, they're not as nice, so anyway, that's a long way of saying that I did all right in the end, in the show. Yeah, I did all right. They helped me out.
Yeah, that's good. It's good. So there's a supportive sort of team network at Disneyland then.
Absolutely.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Even my my fellow cast members, when they see me struggling, even though like they've just met me, right? I'm the new recruit. But when they saw me struggling, people were so open to like offer help, That was really cool. I always felt welcome when I came to Hong Kong and Hong Kong Disneyland. Yeah. I miss them. I miss those guys.
So it was an enjoyable time then, it sounds. Your time
absolutely.
Yeah. How long were you there for? How long did you work at Disney for?
Oh, I worked there for 2 years. I at the Golden Mickeys. That's the show called Golden Mickeys, and it was in the Storybook Theater in the park, in the amusement park. So yeah, I did that for 2 years, and then my contract ended. But then I was like, I don't want to leave Hong Kong. It's so great here. I'm sure you know exactly what I mean. So yeah, Hong Kong is such a great place. So I'm like, I want to continue living and working in Hong Kong. And so I found an agent, and then transitioned from musical theater, working in Hong Kong Disneyland every day doing the same show over and over, and then transitioned immediately to singing at a hotel lounge.
Cool.
Yeah. So then that's like doing different songs every night. And it was 3 sets of 45 minutes a night and all by myself singing. I mean, I'm the singer and then I have a pianist. But yeah, that was tough. The transition was a challenge. Absolutely. I had to learn so many songs and I had to sing like, I guess for a 45-minute set, that would be like 10 to 12 songs. And I had to do 3 in a night, every night. Yeah. So that was tough.
So talk to us about your preparation for doing that. This is this question just popped into my head now, but
yeah, sure.
I've always been interested or sort of fascinated by singers that can sing for hours on end and multiple songs night after night. Like what is your preparation to prevent your voice from burning out or just like sheer exhaustion? Because I've seen clips of your work and you really are you're a phenomenal performer. Like obviously you've got a brilliant voice, but
thank you so much.
No, I mean it's true. You have like a phenomenal energy as well, and you're really committed to the songs, and it's really interesting to watch. And so I wonder how you do all of that and keep yourself sort of healthy and full of energy and to be able to do it time after time. Yeah. What's your preparation?
Yeah. Okay. So, well, we can think of singing or as a profession similar to an athlete, right? Because the vocal cords are muscles, right? So basically just as any athlete would have to warm up, and keep healthy, like, not abusing your body and all that stuff, and sleeping and having enough sleep and all these things. So that we do that too as singers. So before shows, ideally we'll have like a proper warm up and some vocal scales like la 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 la, la those things,
I love it.
Yeah. And breathing exercises and all of it, and then projection and all that. And then of course the diet as well. Can't really eat all the spicy food that's bad for you. I eat it anyways. I love Indian food.
Is it really? Spicy food? Spicy food is bad for the vocal cords.
Yeah. So and caffeine. So specifically the spicy food and caffeine.
2 things I love.
Yeah. Right. Me too. They produce acid reflux.
Okay.
And that's what hurts your throat. If anyone watching this podcast who has acid reflux will know, it goes up here and then it irritates it because it's acid, right? So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is herbal tea, by the way. It's not caffeine.
Oh, good.
I'm looking after my voice too.
That's good. Yeah, as you should.
Yeah. I mean, I do have coffee as well, but
I do. I just had coffee this morning and I had spicy food last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also haven't been very busy right now with gigs because of COVID and everything. So I'm fine. I can eat some spicy food and drink some coffee. It's okay.
Wow. It's so cool to hear that you take the craft so professionally and you really do treat it as if you are an athlete, which but I mean that is so important. I mean, because I know from doing theater shows, like when you perform night after night, it's a similar concept, I suppose, with in terms of preparation. But I mean, your voice is phenomenal. Like people are going to get a chance to have a look at some of your work on this episode, and you really are super talented.
I have never known you smile. Oh, you smile, and then a spell is cast. And here we are in heaven. For you are my Atlas.
Did you train
Thank you.
in the Philippines or?
Yeah, so when I was little, as young as 6 years old, I started taking voice lessons because my mom was like, oh, you
Wow.
my daughter has some gift in singing, so we should develop that. So I
Yeah.
really owe it all to my supportive parents. They saw it early on that I have this talent, and they did everything possible to make sure that they're helping me develop that skill, you know.
Yeah.
But that was until I was in my teens, like 16. And
Okay.
then after that, I went to uni, and I had a band when I was in college, you know, that sort of
Nice.
thing.
What was the name of the
Yeah,
band?
and then it's Livewire.
Livewire. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I did that. I did that during my 4 years in university, and then I decided I want to go and pursue this as a career. So yeah, rest is history.
Wow. That's lovely. All right, so let's move away ever so slightly from singing for a second.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I contacted you about coming on this podcast because I've been following you
Yeah,
for a while, and I thought you'd be really a super interesting guest to have on. And then I
oh, nice.
realized very shortly after contacting you that you had just got married, like literally like a day or two
Yes.
before,
Thank
which
you.
I must have missed. And then I was just like, wow, that's so cool. And I wasn't sure whether
Yeah.
you would be up for it or not, because I know when you get married, it's a whole sort of well,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
a bit of
whirlwind.
a whirlwind, isn't it? In terms
Yes,
of
correct.
emotions and but how was
Oh
it?
yeah.
How was the wedding? Where did you get married?
I know, isn't it so crazy to get married during a pandemic? We're nuts. We're
Why not?
nuts.
Right?
But
Yeah, it's the great time. It's the great time.
yeah, sorry, what was your question?
My question,
The
yeah, what was
wedding.
my question?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where did you get married and how was it? How was the
Yeah.
experience for you?
So we got married at Cotton Tree Drive. It's a civil ceremony. So it was like really quick. That was the first time I've ever uh seen a ceremony that happened so fast.
Yeah,
It was less than 10 minutes. So the guy just came over, and the what do you call that? Officiant, I guess,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And then he just told us, okay, these are your papers. Go sign them, declare some words, and then okay, now you're married. I was like, oh, okay. That was really
Wow.
fun. And then we invited some of our friends. We hung out at a rooftop bar somewhere in North Point.
Okay.
And yeah, and yeah, we just hung out and had free flow, and people got drunk. I got very, very drunk. So maybe I shouldn't say that to people.
That's
But
okay.
I
It's
did.
okay. It's okay. You have to let your hair down on your wedding. It's important. Um,
Exactly, right?
so for those who don't know what free flow means, I'm not sure if that's an international expression or whether it's solely for Hong Kong, but you,
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's because I had it became apparent to me when I moved to Hong Kong, the whole
Mhm.
free flow. That's quite a hard thing to say, isn't it?
Right.
Free flow.
Free flow. Yeah.
You made it look easy. Yeah, but you basically pay a little bit of money and then you just get sort of
Yeah.
unlimited
Yeah. It's
alcohol
just
for a period of time.
unlimited alcohol for us. It was for 2 hours.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
just drink away
Yeah,
as
yeah,
much as
yeah.
you
Party,
for
awesome.
within the
And
2 hours.
you got married to Ken. Ken, who
Yes.
is
My
he's your love partner, if that's an expression. But
yes.
you also do a lot of work with him as well, and you make
Yeah.
music together. And we're
Yeah,
actually going
it's
to hear
really
one of
fun.
your songs, aren't we? We're going to hear
Yes.
2020, which he wrote about about 2020, and I'm sure it.
Yeah, about
Well, I
2020
mean,
and
yeah,
quarantining together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I've heard it. It's really catchy. It's really cool.
yeah.
And you're singing in it. But this is just one of many songs that you guys sort of collaborate on, right? So he does a lot of the
Yeah.
songwriting, and then you sort of help a little bit with the songwriting, and then you do a
Right.
lot of the singing.
I wanna run away to 1 year ago, and I'll take you with me. Where do you wanna go? This is not what I had in mind, so take you with me. Where do you wanna go? I wanna fly away to 1 year from now, and I'll have you with me. If only I knew how. Take the good with the bad, but why does the bad have to be so bad? Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, oh. It's one thing to another, another, another. Let's hold on to each other, alone, together. It's one thing to another, another, another. Let's hold on to each other. La 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 la. I wanna run away to 1 year ago, and I'll take you with me. Where do you wanna go? I wanna fly away to 1 year from now, and I'll have you with me. If only I knew how. I wanna fly away to 1 year from now, and I'll have you with me. If only I knew how.
Does
Yes,
he rap? He does rap. Yeah,
he
that is
raps.
him.
Yeah,
That is
he
him rapping.
raps. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
So what happened was, so we met in February of 2020.
Yeah.
And then on our third date, I invited him to check out my gig at the Iron Fairies, which is a bar here in Hong Kong.
I've been
And
there.
so, and he, yeah, it's a cool place. So this was back last year when live performance was still allowed, you know.
Right.
And so I was performing, and then I did Killing Me Softly, the song,
Yeah.
Killing Me Softly. And then, but then in the middle of the song, I, like a big plot twist that I do in my performance is that I interject a little rap section from Waterfall by
Okay.
TLC.
Okay.
And he was there. And then I
would love to
guess
hear
he
this, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll rap for you. Sure. But yeah, I guess he saw that performance, and I think that's what convinced him that he wants to have me for the rest of his life.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Love it.
I'm assuming that that's the moment, maybe. But he's like, oh, I'm a rapper too. She raps. You know, we're both. But he does this actually as a hobby.
Okay.
He has a day job. He has a corporate job, and then this is his passion, a side passion. So,
Okay.
and then when I found out that he actually produces his own music and raps, and he released his own album and all that stuff, I'm like, come on, right? Of course, this is like a match made in heaven, quote unquote. But yeah, so we've been having fun. This is our little studio here, actually. If you can see a little bit of
we can see a little bit of it. We can see the well, those that are watching on YouTube will be able to. Those that will be listening via the podcast, we've got
so right here next
Jen's
to me,
got a really well. You can tell us, tell us what's in there.
There's a little keyboard here, and then we have this microphone. He has a few gadgets around here, which I can't. It's behind the camera, but some recording gadgets here and there. And so this is our little studio in our apartment, and this is what we've been doing in our spare time during quarantine. We just writing songs and like recording together.
I don't know much, but what I know well. I don't know much, but what I know well. I don't know much, but what I know well. I don't know much, but what I know
Yo, here's what I know. My height is not a muscle that I can pump weights and make grow. The truth hurts. The facts are facts. I think back to kindergarten class when I first put on my thinking cap. Last letter of the alphabet's not said, it's C. How else he gonna rhyme when you sing the ABCs? The 1, 2, 3s were easy and so relativity. I'm looking for an absolute that's not relative to me.
Fact check, 1, 2, 3. Intelligence is not guaranteed by your college degree. Life is not a ladder, it's zigzag freelance. You can know all the steps and not know how to dance. You could be closer to truth when you feel uncertain. Showtime arrives even when you need rehearsing. True purpose is further beneath the surface. Here's my verdict, you gotta do what makes you nervous.
Yo, Socrates got nothing on me. My questions are endless, but I got beliefs. Sake is better cold ale, warm wine, red rum, dark whiskey, neat water before bed.
I'm lactose intolerant, but cheese and I were meant to be. And milk chocolate is better than dark.
I disagree.
We can disagree, it doesn't mean we can't get along.
True.
It just means you're wrong.
What?
I don't know much, but what I know well. A greater truth, the modest detail. I see some things can't always be perceived, but the fact remains even if I don't believe. I don't know much, but what I know well. I don't know much, but what I know well. I don't know much, but what I know well. I don't know much, but what I know I don't know much, but what I know well. My faith in God makes me have faith in myself.
My life, my responsibility, even when I'm blindsided by elements outside of me.
Dreaming is free, but talk is cheap. Time is priceless. If you're gonna dream, dream big and be decisive.
I don't know my own goals, I trust my motivation. No master plan, I adapt to the situation. It's not about what I wanna be, I think about who I wanna be and who I want next to me.
A real partner won't get in the way unless you're going down. People treat you the way that you allow. It's about turning detours into a progression. The worst pain is the type you can't turn into a lesson.
What you want is not always what you wish you wanted. Facts are facts, can you trust yourself to be honest?
I don't know much, but what I know well. A greater truth, the modest detail. I see some things can't always be perceived, but the fact remains even if I don't believe. I don't know much, but what I know well. A greater truth, the modest detail. I see some things can't always be perceived, but the fact remains even if I don't believe. I don't know much, but what I know well. I don't know much, but what I know well. I don't know much, but what I know well. I don't know much, but what I know
And
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's been really fun. Yeah.
Nice, nice,
So yeah,
nice.
the song 2020, he wrote that back in August of last year.
Yeah.
And he said he wrote it really quickly. And then he made me have a listen, and I was like, oh, this is really cool song. Let's just tweak it a little bit, add some lyrics here and there, and then recorded it and then released it, and people really liked it. They said it made them feel good.
Yeah.
So-
No, it does. It does. It's an
Yeah.
absolute, it's a brilliant song for
Thank
that
you.
time. And it's got a real nice
Yeah, that
positive, a
time.
positive spin on
Mm.
a year that was probably quite challenging for a lot of people. So for you though,
Mhm.
during 2020, we may as well jump onto that.
Well, yeah.
How was that time for you? You said that you've been doing a lot of writing and creating you guys together
Mhm.
have been making music, and building up your studio. So
Right.
has it been a positive year for you, or have there been challenges through, obviously I presume you couldn't do some of your live performing. So how was that for you? Because you were so busy doing so much live performance. How was it to then
Mhm.
not be able to do that for a period of time? And how did you adjust and how did you navigate through that period?
Right. Yeah, that's a really good question. So, well, 2020 for me was a combination, like it was bittersweet, right? Like there are good things, like of course I met Ken,
Yeah.
and yeah, and we met, and now we're collaborating and releasing songs together and all that stuff. But the bad side is that as I'm sure a lot of us know, the entertainment industry was hit really, really hard, like one of the hardest. And a lot of us lost jobs. Yeah, my gigs, from being busy doing gigs, not just in um like live performances at bars and things like that, but also I was doing a lot of corporate events and also a lot of weddings and things like that. And so all of that was like everything was canceled, like one at a time. Every time I hear from my agent, she goes, sorry, this gig was canceled, 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 canceled. And then you see your whole calendar just going, you know? And then I also, during the weekends, another thing I do, I seem so busy. Like I have so many things that I do. um,
That's good.
so I teach too. On the weekends, I teach show
Wow,
choir to kids.
nice.
And because yeah, but thank you. Yeah, they're really great. I'm so proud of them. But yeah, for a time, the beginning of the pandemic, the school, all of it closed, all of
Yeah.
them closed too, all the classes. So there was a few months of completely nothing. And I was definitely, I went through some difficult challenges when it came to, like you said, the adjustment.
Mm.
And yeah, it was hard. I would cry sometimes. Ken would be comforting me and telling me it's going to be okay, but then at that time, it's just, when is this going to stop? And then there was this period in Hong Kong when things started to look better,
Mm.
and we were slowly getting back to normal.
Mm.
And gigs are coming back and all that, and then all of a sudden second wave
Mm.
happened, and then third wave, and now we're on
Gosh.
a fourth wave, right? And it was just like that. It was like, oh, like we're getting a little bit, we're feeling a little bit of hope here, a little bit of hope, and then all crashing down again. It was hard. It was hard, emotionally, mentally, everything.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm thankful that I have a supportive husband, and a lot of my friends are very supportive. And I think it's also just something that you get used to after a while too, you know. um if you I guess we just adjust or adapt. I think that's the word, is
Adapt.
adapt.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we adapt and we find other ways to keep ourselves busy and keep ourselves productive. And then yeah, somehow we get used to a new normal. And yeah, and then
Yeah.
now I'm back to teaching again, which is
Okay.
great. Love
That's
it.
cool.
Yeah, and waiting for gigs to come back again. But yeah, I mean, at the
Things
end of the
are
day,
things are on the up though, right? In Hong Kong at the moment in terms of
yeah,
COVID
yeah.
and restrictions, and it seems like it's
Mm-hmm.
moving back in the right direction again, which
Right.
is good. So
Yeah.
hopefully not too
Yeah.
much longer until you can be
Yeah,
back
really.
singing and yeah, yeah.
I hope so. Yeah. And also, we're all waiting for a vaccine to be
Yeah.
available, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
yeah, I was just gonna say, at the end of the day, we all have this universal hope that this isn't going to be forever. That there is an end to this, and we'll see, and we'll see it. We'll just
Mm.
need to be patient. So for those who are strong enough to wait and patient enough to wait, we we're able to see that end of the tunnel, and be okay at the other side.
Mm.
So that's my hope for everybody.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it has been a super tough time for all artists, but it seems like although you had some difficult periods to get through, you've got a supportive network around you. You have remained creative. You've still been making music. You've been putting together your studio, all these things. So that's really good. And perhaps like I sometimes think, would those elements have happened now had Corona not occurred? Like, would we have started to make more music for ourselves, or be more creatives, write more music, put together the studio that you have? And I wonder whether that would have happened had you been out still, as per normal. So I find it very interesting. Right. I find it very interesting that. All right. Okay. Good stuff. Let's move then to, so Jen is a multi-awarded singer. Let me get this right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is big news. She won.
Somebody else wrote this about me, but I mean, I'm very thankful, but they made me sound so like super amazing, like as if I have superpowers, but I get shy sometimes.
You're very modest, Jen. You're very modest. She won gold in the 2006 World Championships of Performing Arts in Hollywood, California, right? And she's worked in rock, in Broadway, in jazz. It seems like you have an awful lot of experience in this world. How was it to win gold in the 2006 World Championships of Performing Arts? What was that like?
So welcome contestant 1057, Jennifer Bautista from the Philippines.
I was walking along, minding my business, when out of that orange-colored sky flashed, bam, alakazam, I got a look at you. One look and I yelled timber, watch out for fine glass, 'cause the seat fell in the bottom fell out, my lips were spinning and started to shout up in here, this is it, this is it. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me in the eye. Burn alakazam out of an orange color, purple stripe, through the green polka dot sky. Bang, bam, alakazam, goodbye. Woo-hoo.
Next contestant 1057, Jennifer Bautista from Philippines.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. So just to give you a background of what the World Championships of Performing Arts is. Yeah, so apparently the year that I joined, it was their 10th annual World Championships. So what they do is they have this competition every year in Hollywood, California, where they invite delegates from all around the world to compete. And it's different categories. There's so many, and it's all performing arts. So then for me, it was singing, obviously, but then there were people who competed for acting, for modeling, for hosting, for even TV commercial acting, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
There was a lot of different categories. And then they invite industry professionals to be in the panel. And so it was really fun. And I met so many talented people from all around the world. It was so much fun. And then when I joined, I was sent by the Philippines. I was one of the delegates. So I think there were 21 of us from the Philippines, and we had our own little Team Philippines jacket walking around, and it was so cool. It was such a great time. And and then you pick which genres you want to compete in. So I picked 3. So rock, Broadway, and jazz. And then I won gold in rock and Broadway. And it was pretty cool. Yeah, really. It was fun because not only were we were competing with each other, right? But we were also like just hanging out, like in between in between rounds, or because there are competition rounds, we'd be backstage just hanging out or jamming, and it was so cool. Sometimes we just burst out an a cappella version of Car Wash by Christina Aguilera, and then there would be people were like making, like, musicians would be doing their little bits with their instruments, and then the singers will just sing, and then the dancers will just do their thing, and it's so cool, like, just to be around like a collection of talented people all around the world. That was an amazing experience. I wish I could have joined every single year.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
So were you mixing with all the different nations, or was it just with the Philippines, or was it sort of just like everyone kind of hanging out together?
Everyone.
Okay, that's really cool. Yeah.
I met some really cool people. And to this day, we're still, thanks to technology, thanks to Facebook, we've found each other and we're still connected. One of my friends that I met there, he's from Estonia. Okay. And back in the, I have to admit, back then I was like, Estonia, where's that? I didn't even know what that was. That's apparently cool. It's in Europe somewhere. Yeah. And then a bunch of people from Brazil and Puerto Rico and all of them, and of course Team USA, they were also very welcoming, so it was really awesome. It was so good. It was so much fun.
Nice.
You should totally try it. Actually, you should do it. For the acting.
Maybe I will. I'll have a look at that. And that was in America, right? In California?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you can get discovered.
Yeah, exactly. I could be a movie star.
Right.
Yeah. That's cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Even if it's just for the heck of it, because it was so much fun doing it, for sure.
Yeah. No.
And Oh, and then there were industry professionals, right? So I got approached by a few people, but at the same time they were like, okay, figure out how you can come to America and have a legal working visa. Yeah. And then we'll help you out. But then I'm like, how am I going to do that?
Yeah, that is the difficulty, isn't it? I actually did go to the US, and I did a series of meetings with agents, and I did casting workshops and this, that, and the other. But the bottom line is you need that visa, and you need all the documentation, the paperwork, and it's not as it's not straightforward.
It is not.
But,
no.
But yeah, no, I will look at that though, because it does sound really cool, and I love the aspect of the fact that you guys were all just sort of mixing with each other backstage, and all the different countries and hanging out, and doesn't matter what the cultures are, you're all just coming together, and that's super cool.
It's great. Yeah, this competition is also dubbed as the Talents Olympics. So it's
nice. I love it.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Do you have an award? Do you have not an award? Do you have a medal or something from that time? Did they give out anything like that?
Yeah, we had medals. I also got a bronze medal for jazz, because that's at the time I was just starting to learn jazz, but then I tried to compete in that genre, and so I got bronze for that one, and then an industry award like plaque.
Yep.
And then we also have age groups. And then they have an award for champion of the world in that age group. And I got that one as well, which is great, because there were so many amazing performers in my age group. So that was amazing. So it was really, I love it. It was very cool. I wish I could show you them. Maybe pictures. I'll send you pictures.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Flash them on. I don't know. I don't know what you do.
I mean, if we can put them into the episode, or maybe we can flash a few images up or something. That could be fun as well.
Yeah, sure. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. All right. Good. Photos. So, I mean, I'm presuming that this is going to be one of them, but can you give us two sort of monumental life moments? It doesn't have to be work related. It's things that you've done. You were like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'm so glad that happened. And it will sort of stick with you for life. Yeah.
Okay. Well, top of mind, I think it's all going to be work related for me.
Okay.
just because those are my highlights.
Right.
So yeah, the World Championships was really amazing. That was great. And then I was also invited to sing the national anthem for a boxer.
Okay. Which
Yeah.
boxer? Do you
So
remember
I don't
his
know if
name?
you've heard of him. His name is Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, of course I've heard
And
of him. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
Manny
invited me.
Pacquiao.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yes. So he invited me to sing the national anthem at his this was back in 2006, and he was fighting. Was his second time to fight Morales from Mexico.
Yeah.
And yeah, he invited me to sing the national anthem. So I flew to Las Vegas, and I was in this huge auditorium. It was the biggest gig of my life, right? And it was so amazing. And I was walking down the hallway, and all these pictures of people that performed in that auditorium, in that arena.
Yeah.
It was like Mariah Carey and Michael Jackson and all these people. And I was like, and I get to perform here too.
That is
like,
amazing.
Even if it's just for this one short little song, Philippine national anthem.
So cool. How many do you remember how many people were in there? What size
gosh.
was, like, I imagine
13,
30,
15,000.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I think so. I forgot now. Yeah.
Yeah. That must have been such a buzz.
That was
such a buzz.
That was such a. I felt drunk. Like I didn't drink any alcohol, but it felt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just like
buzzing, elation. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Elation. There you go.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right, I love it. Let's move because we are flying on time. We've been talking for 45 minutes now. Incredible.
What?
Yeah, I know. I told you it goes quickly. It
does.
We are going to jump to a game.
Oh, yeah.
This is where I
like
turn
it.
into a game show host, and it gets a bit wacky. Good. So it's would you rather. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. Don't give it too much thought. No, you blow your nose. It's fine. It's fine. We can keep it or edit it. We'll see what happens. 5 questions I'm going to ask you, and don't give it too much thought. First thing that pops into your head. All right. Are you ready?
I am.
Good.
Let's do this.
All right. Number 1. Would you rather have to read aloud every word you read or sing everything you say out loud? I think I know the answer to this, but...
Yeah. See, I do this anyway. I would blurt out. I would blurt into song. Just anything I want to say, I'll just blurt it into song.
All the time.
Yes.
Good. That was a nice, easy one to start. Start. All right. Number 2. Would you rather be unable to move your body every time it rained or not be able to stop moving while the sun was out?
Ooh, I think not moving while it's raining. Because the rainy weather is not moving while it's raining, because rainy weather is such a bad.
You might get very wet and cold though, just standing still in the rain. But actually no, because you're in Hong Kong, you're fine. That's
right.
Yeah, you got warm rain over there. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
I'll just be in bed, just won't move in bed when it's raining.
Right. Yeah, actually you could be indoors. That's true.
It's bed weather. Yeah.
Right, fair enough. All right, number 3. Would you rather be compelled to high five everyone you meet or be compelled to give wedgies to anyone in a green shirt?
That's very specific. Green shirt.
I know.
I think I'd rather high five people.
Yeah, that's probably nicer, isn't it? It's a bit nicer.
Yeah. It's a very positive, friendly, compared to a wedgie. I don't want to cause pain. No.
People in green shirts. I think some people enjoy wedgies, but anyway, I think it's a small percentage anyway.
Right.
Good. All right. 4. Would you rather there be a perpetual water balloon war going on in your own city or a perpetual food fight? So a food fight or water balloons flying everywhere?
Everywhere. I say balloon war. That sounds like fun. Yeah.
It does sound like fun, actually, doesn't it?
Also, I don't want to throw food. I like eating, so I'll eat them
don't waste the
instead
food. Yeah. Good. All right. Right, let me see. Okay, and last but not least, number 5. Would you rather become twice as strong when both of your fingers are stuck in your ears or crawl twice as fast as you can run?
I want to crawl as
Nice.
fast as I can run. Yeah.
That would be awesome,
wanna
wouldn't
crawl.
it? That would be
Yeah, I
awesome.
think so.
Can
That'd
you
be a
imagine if
superpower,
everyone
I
was
feel
doing
like.
that at the same time? Everyone was just scuttling across the floor like cockroaches or something. All right, good. Enough of the wackiness. We're going to end with Jen Bautista's final thoughts. So you
Ooh.
hinted at a few things earlier on, which were
Yeah.
very positive and uplifting.
Uh-huh.
But so approaches to life, how to deal with positive and negative change.
Right.
Yeah, off you go.
Right. So for me, how I deal with a lot of stuff, aside from my faith, that's also a huge help for me. When I'm down and when I'm experiencing challenges and difficulties, it helps that when I worship and when I pray. So that for me, like personally, that's something that has helped me through so many things that have happened in my many years in my life. And another thing is that I always believe that you just need to be strong, and you need to, like I said before, you always think that there's a way out. There is a way out. And even if when you feel like you're stuck and you're at a dead end, somehow doors will open. I've seen it happen so many times, not just for myself, but for a lot of other people. And so I always hold on to hope. I think that's the best thing. I think it's a dangerous thing when people just stop believing in or lose hope. I think that's a dangerous place to be. So I feel like the way to survive is hope, the hope that you will get through it,
I love that.
Yeah, it's the fighting spirit. I think that's what we all need, because at the end of the day, rich or poor, old or young, everybody goes through some crappy times, and it's your resolution, I think, and your will to survive, that'll get you through a lot of things. And also when you get through it, you're stronger, I think. And then when tough times come again, you're not as soft and volatile, and I think because I have been through some hard times, not just COVID is definitely something, it's been a nightmare, but even prior to this, I've been through a lot of struggles too, in my career and love life, everything. And I found myself growing in wisdom and mental strength, spiritual strength, every time I overcome something. So I hope that people who are listening and people who are watching this, if you're going through something very difficult, not just this COVID, but everything else, believe that you're going to survive it and you're going to be stronger for it in the end. So that's it.
Wow. Oh, I feel it uplifted for sure. That was amazing. That was amazing, Jen. Oh,
that's
bless
the goal.
you.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, so good. Jen, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a true
Thank
pleasure
you.
talking to you. You're a lovely person.
This is so much fun. You're a lovely person. Thank you so much for inviting me. We need to do this again.
Yes, we should. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. All right. Thank you, Jen. And have a lovely evening because you're in Hong Kong.
Right.
And
good morning to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've got the whole day ahead of me yet.
Yay. That's awesome. Yay. I have a ladies' night. After this, I'm gonna go out with some friends. We're gonna have some Filipino food. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it sounds very cool. I wish I could join.
Yay. Next
All
time.
right. Cheers, Jen. Thanks so much.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye,
Everyone.
Bye.
February 14th is no longer Valentine's Day. It's the day you and me became we. The first time we met, it was a Friday night. Good thing I took that red-eye flight the previous night. Not well rested, but you got me awake. Something unexpected, I did a double take. Introductions, exchange hellos, exchange looks. Beyond the words, we both understood. It was like trying to catch up on 30 plus years apart. Like I already know you, so where do we start? Wanna hear it all, who you were, who you are. Every questions leading to exclamation marks. Let's grab that table outside. The seats are side by side. Doesn't matter, the way I'd rather be, I'm already enamored. But you're a lady, so I'm maintaining my best manners. Yo, started with dinner, then the drinks. A bottle of plum wine, taking slow sips, no rush. You got stories to tell, I got the whole night. Matter of fact, I'm thinking we got a whole life. So today, let's make sure you get home. We link arms and walk down the cobblestone. I say goodnight, already planning our next date. What a difference a day makes. Got my tailored suit, dark blue, double-breasted, old school, but feeling brand new. Made to measure, perfect fit to celebrate the perfect match. Playback. 1 year to the day, I rewind in my mind like I got it on tape. Every meal that you cooked, every song that we made, every night that you took control of the stage. And in a way, today's the main event. You step into the spotlight, beautiful, dressed in white. Forget about Valentine's Day. February 14th means something else today. It's a day you and me officially become we. Exchange vows, exchange rings. You're my missus, I'm your mister. Signed, sealed, delivered. The beginning of a new era. So, mark this date in February. Last year was a match, this year it's matrimony. A second memory for the second month. And there's so much more to come.